chitab Kalenjin ketaun tetutiet nebo Kass Mashinani, tetutiet nebun logoiwekab emet kobun komoswek cheterter chebo emoni kong'eten Jumatatu akoi komut kasi. Ak en betutab rani ketaunen logoiwek county nebo Nakuru, logoiwek chemiachen neranik missing ko icheket chekomuch konyor konetisiet nebo NYS nekamwa President William Ruto kole tetat kikochi icheket boroindo netai en kasarta nekisiren boisiet ofisiek chebendi koboisie en kebeberwek cheterter chebo ribetab kalyet cheboto chebo Kenya Defence Forces koboto chebo National Police Service. Ng'ololien komosta nebo Gilgil en county nebo Nakuru en igorto nekabo kamang'unetab neranik chekokotar konetisietab NYS, komwa Ruto kole kitese kora koitetab neranik chekimuti kobo NYS en kenyit agetugul. Kamiten igorto kandoik alak cheboto Minister nebo Public Service Justin Muturi ak Governor nebo Nakuru Susan Kihika en kwenutab kandoik alak cheterter.
Recruits. This passing out parade marks a major milestone in the personal and professional development of these young men and women who have successfully completed a rigorous course of parliamentary training and now stand ready to serve our nation with distinction and excellence. I congratulate you and commend you for demonstrating exemplary honor, discipline, patriotism, and a willingness to learn and the courage to take on new challenges. Your resilience and determination embody the founding principles and spirit of our National Youth Service. I appreciate that it takes a community to nurture a young person, and today's ceremony reflects the culmination of intensive collaboration and contributions from various members of the National Youth Service community. The dedication of instructors, mentors, administrative staff, and the organization's leadership in equipping recruits with essential skills and knowledge is on full display today. It is this level of commitment that ensures our youth are educated, trained, motivated, disciplined, and prepared to contribute effectively to the transformation of our nation. I see also in our midst parents who have been praying for these recruits, who have mentored, educated these young people for us to pick up from where they left. I want to tell all the parents, we hold you in high esteem for what you're doing for our young people. It is essential that the National Youth Service, which plays a key role in our parliamentary training, as well as our technical and vocational agenda, continuously evolves to respond to the ever-changing socio-economic environment and dynamic challenges of our society. It must remain committed to fostering national cohesion, instilling national values and principles of governance, and providing vocational training, thereby empowering Kenya's youth to become engaged and productive citizens. Over the past year, important transformative changes have taken place at the National Youth Service, driven by the government's determination to enhance its impact across the country. We have expanded the intake of recruits for greater inclusivity and reach, and developed a robust business model aimed at promoting National Youth Service operational sustainability. I am very happy that this is 15,000 short of a few numbers. As I instructed, our intention is that by next year, we will recruit 20,000 at a go. And we are making arrangements as a government to make sure that more young people benefit from this training and the attendant vocational training that comes with it. It has been encouraging to observe the success of strategic partnership and economic diversification initiatives. For instance, The collaboration between National Youth Service and the University of Nairobi Enterprise Services, UNES Limited, has spurred growth in various sectors. Similarly, agricultural projects such as expansion of Athi River have not only increased our agricultural productivity, but also positioned NYS as a key player in the edible oil market. Commendably, this turnaround extends further and covers a robust contribution to environmental conservation through the Greening Kenya initiative, which has added significant momentum to our goal of NYS planting 1 billion trees by 2032. This dedication to preserving Kenya's national and natural heritage deserves commendation. I want to also announce that National Youth Service will be supervising the cohort of young people that shortly we will be recruiting under our Climate Works Mtaani initiative that will bring more young people into the space of greening Kenya, of managing our environmental sustainability, and making sure that we respond to matters climate change using the climate action initiatives that we have in place. I am instructing the minister responsible for National Youth Service to work with the ministers responsible for environment, housing, and defense for them to provide leadership under this initiative as we focus on growing 15 billion trees as our response to matters climate change. At the same time, the National Youth Service remains indispensable to our efforts to enhance public service delivery and national security. The government has upheld its commitment to recruit significant numbers of servicemen and women into the Kenya Defence Forces and other ensured job placements for National Youth Service graduates, both locally and internationally. I am very happy that in the recruitment of our Kenya Wildlife Service officers, out of 790 officers recruited in the field, 447 were ex-NYS recruits, a 56% overall, leading to my directive that all security agencies must give priority to our National Youth Servicemen and women because of their demonstrated discipline and capability and their training in paramilitary training. Let me also say that the minister responsible for National Youth Service, who is here with me, should, in consultation with the Ministry of Defense and Ministry of Interior, further the initiative to make sure that the paramilitary training that these young men and women go through will include a basic course in firearms to make sure that they stand ready to protect the country when the need arises. Additional initiatives have been undertaken to improve the terms of service within the organization and to embrace digital transformation that enhance transparency and efficiency in NYS operations. This commitment to accountability and service excellence is necessary because the government is committed to deliver full value for every shilling of public resources, and also because the legacy of corruption, wastage, and inefficiency, which has haunted this organization for over a decade, must be banished for good. As the nation's foremost steward of public resources, I am determined to transform NYS into a symbol of exemplary integrity, efficiency, and commitment to national transformation. I have no doubt in my mind that NYS has what it takes to be this great institution. And to improve on the numbers, as I have directed that the next recruitment will have 20,000 recruits, I have today approved the recruitment of 200 additional cadet officers into the NYS and 500 private officers to support in the exemplary work that is going on at the National Youth Service. Let me also say that looking forward, the government will continue to support the National Youth Service as a critical driver of national youth empowerment and a reliable partner in national development initiatives. Our commitment to providing enhanced training, imparting competitive skills, expanding commercial ventures, and promoting sustainable practice is stronger and more urgent than ever. And as a result, we will also be expanding the facilities in the National Youth Service. I have already instructed the Ministry of Housing to provide additional hostels to house 3,000 extra recruits at the National Youth Service, and to also develop housing for staff at the National Youth Service as they do for all the other services. I want to encourage the graduating class of 2024 to stay the course and pursue the path of success by upholding the values that have been brought to you here. Values of diligence, commitment, integrity, teachability, and a strong sense of service. You possess the qualities needed to be leaders in patriotism, entrepreneurship, and public service. Your country expects great achievements from each and every one of you, and I am confident that in your potential to make a positive impact on our nation, you will waste no time and you will spare no effort. Go forth and lay the foundation of your legacy as individuals, as members of this graduating cohort, and as alumni of NYS. In turn, I take this opportunity to reaffirm the government's commitment to foster an environment where our young people can explore opportunities and develop their capabilities, serve the nation, protect our environment, and deliver sustainable security, peace, and prosperity throughout Kenya. Let me also commend parents. Kwa wazazi mlio hapa, hawa vijana vile nimesema, tukienda mbele, najua ya kwamba kuna vijana wengi wangependa kupata nafasi kama ile nafasi hawa vijana wamepata.
Jina noto President William Ruto ngololi en county nebo Nakuru komosta nebo Gilgil kasarta nekaindochin inendet kamang'unetab neranik chebo NYS chekaimong anan chekaiwong icheket kanetisiet nekanyor icheket anan kokonyor icheket en oroek cheterter anan chechang chekomiten icheket en training noto nebo NYS kakomuch kong'alal kotinygei ak nemwoe kole tetat kikochi icheket boroindo netai kasarta nekisire asikarik chebo luget koboto kora chebo ribetab kalyet taban ak walutik chemoche keyochi inendet kora kanetutik chenyoru icheket asikemuch kinet icheket komuch konai ak konam koboisien karik en kasarta nemiten training noto nebo NYS. En ng'unuchitab Kalenjin kemoche ketokyingei county nebo Kericho ole kibendi kenyoru sirinyo nebo logoiwek Robert Sele koitosien oret nebo agenge en agenge komiten ak kanetik chebo Kupet chemwoe inet kole kakotestai icheket chemiten kibagenget nebo Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers Kupet ak kambaget kongelechin icheket boisiet nebo komoche icheket serikalitab emoni koityi komonut magutik chebo kanetichotok cheboto lipanetab kebeberta nebo 2 nekiityin anan nebo CBA nekiityin icheket ak serikalitab emoni. Miten inendet ak inyoru report notok en oret neuni.
Kongoi missing studio nebo Kass TV en nguni kemiten ak kibangetab konetik nebo Kuppet en county nebo Kericho olen betab raini kamwa icheket kole mabendi boisiet kosubkei ak netom koityi magutikwak serikalitab emoni. En nguni kemiten ak sirindet anan secretary nebo kibagengeit noton ko Mary Rotich ole moche sikobit kwarorwech. Mongen mwawech en betab raini ko omiten en royu tos ne netesetai ako ne ng'olyot neotinye koityi serikalitab emoni.
Kongoi missing en betunieb raini ko kakimong'u ko ki kandoikab Kuppet Kericho koboto konetik kotiengei ngalek chekoyaak en betusiek chekokosirto. Number 1 ko kokitinye tuyet nebo National Governing Council nekokituye Kenya mzima ak our national leaders ak ketebengei kele tos lele ne TSC akobo rirek chekokitinye. Ko kingoba kobo kotobot bichu ko en rirek chekikitinye ko mamach koib chechit. Kibwa kochobotin icheket kokonech CBA kityo nekibo last time nikimako CBA okot ngamun ki rabinik chemi aliet nemi ngweny kot missing 7 to 9% ako kikelipan en 2 phases. Ko kokikere kele mamach koib chechit request tugul chekikikochi rirek chekikitinye tugul en demands ko masoman okot manam okot maaror ki mamach koebit. Ko noton amune sikokilegei ko kikonetik matongeat sukul tamanan ko kasech en sautit neo nekimwoe kebwane streets kouni ak staying away from school sikomat kotestai kasit age tugul asikoib chechit akoteb kole kikole ne bichu.
Mongen kotinygei ak siretab konetik chebo JSS ko tos mongen ale une nguni tesetai ano ako ne kurseng'ung?
En konetikab JSS ko kitinye konetik 46,000 cheyoe kasit ko interns alak ko kikoyai en kenyit agenge alak ko kokotar kenyisiek 2 ako en iman ko kikoseretyo konetichu kot missing ngamun ndebare iker rabisiek chekilipanchin komi ngweny kabisa ako sukulisiek chebendi ko loen ak sobet nekokouit kouni. Ko en kenyisiek 2 inai ile kikoyai bichon kasit neo kot missing ako kikakilenji kiconfirmen nok en arawani eb 8 kot ko kikatobot parliament ako pasen kole kakepasen rabisiekab JSS lakini en iman kekere kele mapasen amun en ng'alyon nekokonech CS nebo Labour Mheshimiwa Mbadi ko komwa kole momi rabisiekab JSS ng'alekab parliament chechono. Ko noton amune sikekere kele kakemach CS nebo Treasury kakomach kimutech kebiren ekona. Noton amune sikemong'u kouni.
Kotou en betab raini mongen ale tesetai baka yau ako ne kurseng'ung koityi sigik en kasarta ne mara kakiyote sukul kakoyook lagok koba sukul ako niton ko tamit nebo kamanut missing.
Kimoche kemwa en sigik kele kurset nekakitinye ko kakisome kele katatebye lagok en gaa ngamun mabitu konetik chebo konete lagochu. Makingen kele bokoribe ng'o en ng'alekab discipline ngamun akot chemabwa yu ko kakomwon kole makibe sukul ako kale makibendi akot chumi yu nguni ko kakoleon makityeche sukul kotar kemwowe kele ng'alek chekokakikonu ko kokokas Teacher Service Commission. Kimi ireu kotiengei ole mokto TSC ak serikali. Kot komache kemong'unen ireu anan kebe class kotobot akokas ng'alekyok ako mamach kokas kityo akokas akokonech walutiet nekararan neyoech kosopcho mugulelwekyok ak keker kele kabit kamang'unet. Ko kotomo ko makibendi.
Miten kora en nebo ng'echeret en nwakindo kityo kotos mongen ale alak en magutik chebo konetik ko kotinygei ak siret ak anan tou promotion anan career progression en konetik tos une en nguni ako someng'wong en serikali kone.
Kongoi missing kainenyun ko Kibet John Arap Korir chairman nebo Kuppet Kericho County. Agenge en tuguk chekimache kemoche kipromoten konetik 130,000 130,000. Kikobur konetichu en job group agenge kasarta nekoi. Ko ane ko kiabur en job group nomiten nguni sanyoni ko kiabur kenyisiek 15. That is why igere en Kericho County ak Kenya mzima kilenen kityo acting deputy, acting principal. Nangele acting deputy, acting principal. Amu mamache ko promoten konetichu amu makochin ki. Ko kakemwa kele okonech allowances chebo acting. That is one of the things nekimache ki promoten konetichu 130 ak keng'etin keko allowances chebo acting. Nebo somok kingen kele CPC ko curriculum nekorom kemache serikali kosir konetik 20,000. Amache kosir 20,000 kotko kemache generation nekararan. Maton keyai cheu chombo junior secondary school chang kikimut koba primary ako kikitech laboratory en secondary ak kelenen tatun koyoe lochon integrated science. Kimache serikali kochul, kimache TSC koyai kasinyin. Kikobokokyi TSC kasinyin politician. Sai that politician koibote baronok ak kosire biik chengen kubet power kosire biik chik konyitenik ak choronokchik ko kotimiten amangenin ko nibare mai barwet kole ngwalo keut mabwa ko ngole kwalo mabwa komache 500,000 ko niger man siginde nek kyalda mbaret komuche kwal baronochu kubet power kimache TSC kosir konetik amun kikingen ole kinyo TSC ko kikararan kini sibitar i-graduate kesib kesirin lakini right now ko kosir chebo kenyitab 2023 ko baka chebo 2017 amache kokuyo sigik kole kiborchinigei kasini ako tinye akichek loochu ko kyalde mbarenik akosomesan lakini ame 17,000 loochu junior secondary ko amang'u itinye konyiten yon itinye lakwet nemiten gaa ak itinye imwochi politicians ile ongesir biik kokaranit kubet power otherwise makibendi sukul baka kolyan kokaswech somutikyok TSC kongoi missing.
So choton ko kanetik chebo kubet kong'ololjin ketishoni en kasarta nekaba icheket kole bendi oret en nguni kotakar keityi magutikwak. So ng'eten county nebo Kericho tuju noton nebo Kass TV Kass Mashinani kainanyun ko Robert Sele testai iker Kass TV amun kimnotet naet.
Chitab kolenjin choto ko kanetik chemiten kibagengeit noto kobo Kupet en county nebo Kericho chekakotestai koyai icheket kambaget konerekyin nini mwoe kole tomo kosuldaen serikali koyonjinet nekiityonon CBA kebeberta nebo oeng neboto moche icheket ketesyi melekwek en kwenutab magutik alak. Taban ak noto ko tetat kibaraita yekanapta boisionikab bandab tai chebo mung'aret en kwenutab emetab Kenya ak emotinwek alak. Ole kabit nitok en rutoito nebo minista nebo tilyanditab emotinwekab sang Musalia Mudavadi en emetab Japan. Ng'ololien taban nebo tuiyetab Investment Conference for Africa Development nekakiyai en taonit neo nebo Tokyo en emonotok bo Japan komwa Musalia kole makat kecheng oret nekitoreten en kanaptaetab mung'aret asikotoret koisto bananda en emotinwek chebo Afrika. Kamwa kora inendet kole nyolu kikimit missing boroinwek cheikochin neranik boisionik en chong'indo, kanaptaetab kabatisiet, waletab muswoknotet nebo kasari ak komoswek alak cheibu bandab tai. Ole kailos tilyandit nekararan nemiten en kwenutab emetab Kenya ak emet nebo Japan.
They focus largely on very strong partnerships, and I want Kenyans to know that we are the largest recipient in sub-Saharan Africa of Japanese ODA funding. They support us from the whole of the port of Mombasa, SEZ, Thiba Dam, Mwea irrigation. They plan to do they've done all the bridges along the coast, including Dogokundu, and there's also the Mombasa bridge that is being done. They are investing in energy. They are investing in health through KEMRI. They are the ones who funded Jomo Kenyatta, JUCAT. So we have a very, very strong and robust partnership with Japan and also Japanese companies like Toyota Tusho. So that is why we are here on the TICAD agenda.
Ketokchinigei county nebo Mombasa lekakeyai lewenisiet nebo ofisek chelelach chebo kibagengeit nebo biikab Kalenjin chemeng'isie en county notok ole kakilewen Benjamin Choge koek nebo ng'echeret en kibagengeit notok. Ituitos kibagengeit notok bororiosiek tugul chebo Kalenjin chemiten county nebo Mombasa ole tokchingei kotuiyo biikab Kalenjin chemeng'isie anan koboisie en taonitab Mombasa ak komoswek alak chebo county notok miten pwani nebo emetab Kenya. Kokilewen kora Vincent Mayeka koek rubeiwot nebo ng'echeret, Halima Sertoi koek sirindet, Dorcas Kipchumba koek treasurer ak Gladys Chepkorir koek organizing secretary. Kasiar ichek biikab Kalenjin en Mombasa ak komoswek alak chebo pwani nebo emoni kotuyogei ak kotoretkei asikomuch koityi icheket magutikwak chebo bandab tai.
Biikab Kalenjin amwoe kongoi ako amoche asom ale sikobit ketestai kibagenge. Amoche amwa kongoi eng boisionik kakiyai betutab rani. Kebendi tai kokaokwech kiku committee ko a chairman. Mawaya andoiwok ngo makimi kibagenge. Kandoinatet ko maane, kandoinatet ko akwek. So kisome kibagenge kele sikobit ketuye kibagenge ak keyai boisiet kibagenge. Amoche amwochi kongoi biik chemiten Mombasa tugul, chemiten Coast, ak amwochi biik chemi gaa alechi yoitu Mombasa anan kiitu Mombasa komi leadership nebo Kalenjin community nemi Mombasa. Menyi wendote sikomutatin biik kebirin en oret. Nyo akiteb, iteb ile Benjamin Arap Choge komnyeno. ketoretin ak ketoretkei kibagenge ko kikolenjin. Amoche amwa kongoi mising akobo kalenjin.
Amoche amwa kongoi mising en biikab Kalenjin chekakoamuan raini kole kakibwan tugul ketestai kibagenge, kakibwan tugul keboisien kibagenge, ako kakibwan tugul kama jamii ya Kalenjin asikimut biik chok kotestai komie. So amoche kikilgei tugul ak kenamgei tugul eunek ak kiyangei because en kainonatet age tugul komoche kiyangei. So thank you so much for trusting us and giving us the opportunity to serve in the office. We are going to serve you and we are going to be faithful, we are going to be transparent, accountable, and we are going to work as one community.
Kakomwa President William Ruto kole tetutiet nelel nekotoi serikali nebo lipanetab rabinikab sukul chebo somanet en sukulishekab barak anan new funding model kotokyingei kotoret kipsomaninik chebunu korik chemaimuchigei. Kong'ololen tuyet nekoyai kipsomaninik chebo sukulishekab barak en kotab tuiyosiek nebo KICC en Nairobi en kembout nekoyokyin betutab rani. Komwa Ruto kole kotil serikalinyin kotoi model nelel anan arorutiet nelel netononjin anan koteleljin lipanetab rabinikab sukul en sukulishekab barak en tokyinetab kei nebo keker kele kanyor somanet chong'indo nebo kipsomaninik chebunu korik chemaimuchigei. Kotes kora komwa Ruto kole kikoityi koimutik chechang sekta nebo somanet ako cheboto rorunetab rabinik en sukulishekab barak ak kounotok kotil serikali koker kole kaimuch koisto koimutik chotok ak koib walet en ole nyolu kelipanda school fees en sukulishek chebo barak.
I want to ask the people from the health board that I'm a 4th years per now, but when we joined, we applied for these loans. And so I'm expected to settle my loan that is summing to almost 240 plus the interest. I know it can't exceed over 300,000. But today, with the new funding model, how much are these students expected to pay at the end of their 4th year? Another question. You say that the banding began in 1986, but it never sounded like it sounds today. We never knew that these bands existed. Okay, maybe the ideas and the ideologies are good, but the mode of implementation has gone astray. Why could you do this so that these students doesn't know or get to know where they're placed? Because as they join, they must ask, which band am I placed? So that they can know which fee they're going to pay. His Excellency, in the field of education, is a place that requires silence. It doesn't require spectators or fans to cheer as we sit in class to take our exams, or a referee to be biased on the other team. Under the capacity of your office, you are capable of facilitating and capacitating the reconstruction of this new funding model to be worth for us. Please do. Thank you.
Richard, let me take you back a bit, if you allow me. I have had occasion to sort out 2 other problems like this one in our education sector. When I became Minister for Higher Education, for 19 years, students had to wait for 2 years before you can join university. And nobody wanted to sort it out because it was difficult. Every minister dodged, danced around it because people don't want to solve problems. It is easy to color problems, or we have a big problem. Talk about the problem. Explain the problem. So, but it's difficult. It's okay for people to talk about the problems. I see many people. or there is this problem, the students are being placed in the wrong band. This model is not good. But I have tremendous respect for the people who have ideas on how to solve the problem, on how to come up with solutions. Yeah? So, I sorted out the problem of university students having to wait for 2 years. It was difficult. I was called names. People said I was going to destroy the education system. But we were incurring huge losses. A student finishing Form 4 and waiting for 2 years, many of them, by the time they were going to university, many of them had dropped out, others had gone to pursue other things, some of the girls had gotten pregnant, and it was just chaos. So I took it upon myself and drove a program that eventually, in 1.5 years, we sorted out the problem. Number 2, we had a big issue, a big conversation, as I told you earlier, about education and the absence of technical education in our system. I took it upon myself, and I am very proud today that from 30,000 students in our TVET, we today have 700,000 students, and we don't have a skills gap that existed before. Again, it took a lot of courage. This too is one such challenge. I'm asking you guys, let us solve it together, the way Junior here said. And we can do it together. We can do it.
Ketokchinigei logoiwek chetinyegei ak tililindo kokakomongei sipitalit nebo Gertrude's Children's Hospital kokon kurset en kampunishek chesuldoe mung'arosiek en emetab Kenya kole imuch kotoret en kayumet nebo rabinik chekiboisien en tetutik chebo kirindaetab miondo nebo cancer anan seriat missing ko netinyegei ak lagok asikomuch sipitalisiek anan komuch sigik konyor kamuget nebo komut lagokwak yoche chikilisiet anan ko konyoiset en kasarta nekanyorchi lagokwak miondo notok bo cancer. Kotiengei sipitalit notok bo Gertrude's kobun ofisayat neo notok ko Dr. Nyarango komwoe kole lagok chemiten en emotinwek chemiten barak uchumi kotindoi icheket kebeberta anan boroindo nebo 80 en bogol nebo konyor icheket sobet nekararan kenyorchi miondo nebo seriat ingekerchin ak kebeberta nebo 20 kityo en bogol chenyoru boroindo nebo kotestai ak sobonwekwak en kasarta nekakenyorchi mionotok en emotinwek cheu nebo Kenya. Ak en nguni komwoe kole amune notok anan neibu notok ko nemamiten kamuget nebo keyochi chikilisiet lagok anan konyor icheket konyoiset nemagat.
Today we are here to compete, to have fun, but also to raise funds to support the Gertrude's Cancer Program. A lot of children are suffering because they do not have funds to be treated for cancer, to be diagnosed with cancer, and obviously what that means is that they don't have a chance in life. And so what we do here is we bring together companies, individuals, friends, families to come and play, have fun, but also to collaborate in fundraising for the cancer initiative. A lot of families have a high burden in terms of cost of care, but also a lot of children are suffering undiagnosed.
Yeah, we are part of the Gertrude Foundation. We've partnered with them in the event to sponsor the cancer and treatment for kids. Yeah, that's why we are here today. We thought it would be a good chance to give back to the community and also use the opportunity to network. We always have CSR projects every year, so this was one of them. So looking forward to many more of this. I would advise more organizations to plug in to get that opportunity to also give back to the community and also be part of the event for networking.
So our purpose as UNGA Limited is to provide human nutrition sustainably, partnering with Gertrude's Hospital means we're able to support in terms of providing that health nutrition to each and every children that they're supporting to fight cancer. This cancer initiative is a good CSR initiative for us, because one of the core mantra that we have is to provide quality nutrition, yeah? And quality nutrition means that we're actually touching and impacting our community, yeah? I would like to call each and every corporate to come and join us to fight cancer, yeah? We all have a responsibility to save a child. And saving a child meaning the little that you have on board can actually impact their lives. So let's all join together to save a life together.
All right, so one of the events or the activities that we do under the fundraising activities is the annual charity bowling tournament, where we are able to raise funds to assist the poor and the needy children to take care of their cancer needs. We have a lot of children who have cancer and need to do tests and diagnostics and even treatment, and they cannot afford to do that. But what we know is that everybody is supposed to be entitled to the same quality care, timely care, and care that can help them fight cancer.
Chitab Kalenjin nguni ketokchinigei kenyoru report age kora netinyegei ak mungaret noton nebo kampunit nenat ko Kimfei namache siketestai kenyoru pichainik chotok ikitestai arorun akobo notok tetutiet nebo mungaret nekakomuch kosuldaen kibagengeit noton nebo Norwegian Investment Fund noton netinyegei ak mungaret nebo kampunit nebo Kimfei notok ko nenyone kolumdoi icheket koboroi tetutiet anan factory nenywanet nebendi kotechen komosta nebo Tatu City en emetab Kenya. Ako en inguni ko kakomuch komwa ofisayat neo en kampunit nebo Kimfei noton ko Raj Bains kole en inguni ko kakonyor icheket rabinik kobun kibagengeit noton bo Norwegian Investment Fund koboto benkit nebo I&M, ako nekamwa kole wendi kotoreti icheket koityi makutik chebo customaekwak kobun kamangunetab tuguk cheterter cheboto tissues koboto kora tuguk chekiboisien en tililindo nebo korik en emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo East Africa. Kotiengei Raj Bains kowendi kotoreti rabinik anan legut nenyoru kobun No Fund ak I&M Bank tetutik chebo mungaretab kampunit notok chewendi keboroiti asikomuch koityi makutik cheterter chebo customaekwak, ako kimongu kele facility noton anan factory nelil newendi ketou en Tatu City kowendi kotou boisiet en kenyit nenyone noton kenyit nebo 2025. Ak chitab Kalenjin report notok kabun komosta nebo Tatu City netinyegei ak kampunit noton nebo Kimfei nekakonyor investment anan toretet nebo rabinik kobun No Fund koboto benkit nebo I&M newendi kotoreti icheket kobarait factory nenywanet nelil nelumdoi en Tatu City kokakoitwech kakosunet nebo kebeberta netai nebo Kass Mashinani. Kainenyun ko Victor Korir kiweksei ak logoiwekab emet en koindo en kasarta nenwach.